Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Bumi and today we are watching Top 3 Underrated Animals featuring Vsauce3 by TierZoo. Yes, this one, I don't really have any idea what the underrated animals are. I honestly didn't bother checking out the thumbnail because I know that I am most likely gonna be wrong. So I'm gonna head on to this blind. So remember, if you like my reactions, don't forget to leave a like. Let me know your thoughts on the video down in the comment section below and consider subscribing. Please help me out. I am trying to get to 1,000 subs this year. Hopefully we can reach that goal. Also, don't forget to leave your suggestions on what I should check out next. That being said, let's go ahead and watch the video.
This episode was sponsored by Skillshare.
Ooh, what was that?
Today, instead of looking at a specific expansion or set of variations within a class, we're going to do something a bit different and discuss builds that I think are underrated in the current meta. These tend to be builds that are often forgotten about in tier list discussions, because they either aren't part of a really popular class, or are part of a class that tends to be written off as weak. For example, let's look at the snail build. Snails are pretty much universally regarded as low tier, having the lowest mobility
I would
stat
say
in the
so.
game, and not much else to talk about. While they do have strong defense due to their shell, this pretty much only ever stops players that are in or below their weight class. It's pretty rare that it will successfully fend off an attack from anything larger.
Ooh, I didn't know
Because a strong
snakes would
defense
go
isn't worth much
after
without at least some form of offense to counterattack with. If your
after
opponent has no
snails.
penalty for repeated attempts to attack, eventually they'll land a crit without ever needing to put themselves in danger. The best most snails can do in that regard is a pretty pathetic looking shell slap. But not all snails are so helpless. The cone snail runs a pretty standard snail build, with one important addition: the ability to fire venomous harpoons into their opponents.
Ooh,
This one ability elevates its power stat
wow.
from the lowest in the game to one of the highest in the game.
Oh wow,
Certainly
that
not the top
much?
tiers of the coral reef meta.
Damn.
Their harpoons can one-shot anything from fish to humans, and can even pierce mid-tier human aquatic equipment like wetsuits and gloves. So while snails as a
Interesting.
whole are bottom tier, the cone snail definitely has earned a high tier spot. Next, let's
Wow.
talk flight. When it comes to agility in the air, the most important attributes are the ability to hover in midair and having full 360-degree motion. Most players
Dragonfly?
probably think of either the hummingbird or the dragonfly when thinking about agility, and for good reason. Both of these builds can fly with greater precision than most of the builds in the same weight class. But most of these players are forgetting the insanely powerful and underrated build, the robber fly. Robber flies are a
I do
modification
not
of
know
the
what
basic
that is.
fly build, which most people consider a low-tier throwaway class that's nothing more than a nuisance. Which is stupid because flies have some of the most powerful abilities in the game. The first of which is their reaction time. Playing as a fly means you play the game in slow motion and can react to your opponent's options much easier. This ability
That's
boosts
true.
the fly's defense stat from the mediocre level of most insects to much higher. But in addition to this, flies also make a very special change to the normal insect build. Instead
Two
of having
wings.
4 wings, they only have 2.
Vsauce, I'm Jake, and why would 2 wings be better than 4? Well, it's not so much that 2 wings are better, but rather what the 2 lost wings have been replaced with. Flies traded their back wings for highly unique structures called hull tiers, and hull tiers are essentially tiny gyroscopes, similar to what you'd find in a drone. And just like in a drone, these provide the fly with extremely detailed information about its position in space, allowing it to fly with
Interesting.
precision.
So most flies use this to dodge attacks or land on hard-to-reach places. The robber fly says, forget that. I'm going to use my superior aerial mobility and precision to literally catch bees, wasps, and hummingbirds in midair. Most aerial hunters have to catch prey in a lower weight class. But because of the robber fly's exceptionally long grab range, it can grab opponents while keeping them out of reach of a counterattack. Then it can deliver its lethal armor-piercing bite once it finds an opening or the opponent tires itself out. Robber flies are easily one of the best, if not the best, solo aerial arthropod build in the game, but they tend to be overshadowed by more charismatic builds, despite being able to beat any of them one-on-one. Next, let's talk about the African meta. So, if you'll picture the top tiers of this server, most of the time they'll bring up the elephant, hippo, lion,
The deadliest
crocodile, and
meta
and that's
or
all well
server.
and good. It's when you ask about who they see as low tier that things get strange. Most people will include the usual suspects, but for some reason also include the hyena. I think the reason why players rate hyenas so low is because they're always shown as getting griefed by lions. And it's true,
Makes
lions
sense.
do body hyenas in a 1v1 matchup. But okay, two things. One, lions are easily A tier, if not higher, in the African meta. So
True.
having a bad matchup versus the best carnivore player in the region isn't saying a lot. And two, hyenas have plenty of traits that make them more powerful than lions in specific circumstances. Hyenas have much higher endurance than lions. They can run significantly longer distances because they put more points into the cardiovascular skill tree. Their hearts take up double the body weight percentage that the lion's does. And so while lions can reach higher top speeds, they run out of stamina pretty quickly.
Yeah, they
Hyenas
lose
can
in a
sustain their
marathon.
top speed for miles, allowing them to chase down builds that would easily escape a lion. On top of this, the hyena's bite
Ooh!
attack is one of the
Oh,
strongest in the
dog.
entirety of the mammal.
Come on, man. Not like that. Not the balls. You don't go for someone's balls right away. That is disrespectful. Very disrespectful. I am disappointed and I am quite frankly mad because I felt that bite. God damn it. At least wait for that thing to die before you go gnawing on the balls.
Guild.
The hyena has a bite force of 1100
God damn.
psi. That's almost 7 times more than the average human's bite. This is enough to crush bones, something that other predators in Africa lack. For example, big cats have to take down animals by suffocating them. Their bites don't actually do that much damage on their own. Certainly not enough to break bone. But is the hyena's bite stronger than, say, a warlock punch from Ganondorf in Smash Bros? Well, over on Vsauce3, I go through 3 Smash Bros
What?
characters that could kill you, with one of them being Ganondorf's surprisingly deadly punch. So check it out after you're done here.
Thanks, Jake. So, like he was saying, the ability to crush bone with their bite grants them a huge advantage, allowing them to scavenge the skeletons of herbivores that were defeated by lions, after the lions have already gotten all they can out of it. Since they can't access the highly valuable marrow found in bones, it's free game for scavenging hyenas. And all low tiers know that they need to respect hyenas just as much as lions. In fact, entire packs of cheetahs can be driven away from their loot by only a few hyenas, since they know that one bite from a hyena may mean they never run again. So while they may not be a top threat in the
That is
African meta,
actually
they're
true.
by no means low tier. Probably either high B or low A tier.
Okay. Very interesting. Alright, this is gonna be segueing into Curiosity Stream, I'm guessing. Skillshare. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna skip the ad read for now. Very interesting. I mean, it's one of those things where the hyena is probably the weakest amongst the strongest, if that makes any sense. Or at least the strongest amongst the weakest. But I'm pretty sure it's the former. I'm pretty sure that hyena is one of the weaker ones among the stronger builds, because he did rate it up to B tier, right? The snail one, that one kind of intrigued me. I'm not sure if it's only present and available in like certain areas, because as far as I know, I have not heard anything like that here in the Philippines. I also have not heard any like fatal damages from them here. So I'm guessing that it's only somewhere in North America probably, or at least in other coastal cities. You'd think that being in an archipelago like the Philippines, everything is a coastal city, but yeah, I've never really heard of that before. The robber fly, was it the robber fly? Damn it, I'm already forgetting. The fly one. That one was surprising to me, simply because I did not expect someone from the fly build to be that like aggressive, and not only aggressive but also how do you call this, predatory. Like TierZoo said, most of the flies that I normally see are like scavengers at most. But yeah, I mean, the animal world is a pretty big place, and a lot of things can surprise you, funny enough. But that's gonna be it for me today, guys. Link to my Twitter is down in the description below. Go ahead and check it out if you want to. If you're new here and enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, Let me know your thoughts on the video down in the comment section below and consider subscribing. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs by the end of the year, so I hope you guys can help me out by hitting that subscribe button. And yeah, don't forget to leave your suggestions on what I should check out next. That being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!